All right, welcome back to another edition of Laying It Down. It is August 3rd, episode 26, joined by Scout and Sloth. As always, what's going on?
Yo, what's up?
The midnight recording. Love it.
Yeah, this is Laying It Down after dark. Well, when we're recording this, it is, at least. We hit 1,000 listeners on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, whatever you call it. So just want to say thank you. 25 episodes. Say that's
love to hear
pretty
it.
Decent. Yeah. And then the YouTube is doing better each time we put it out. So again, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Much love.
Sloth, big love from Sloth. Baseball. So baseball, not doing the bubble. The Miami Marlins, basically their whole team's infected. They like sent the ones infected back on a bus or something. They haven't played a game in over a week. And it's now coming out that the Cardinals could be in some trouble and kind of the same situation. So over under 2 weeks that the MLB continues.
Oh, way under. I mean, I think there's already rumors that like the networks have been informed that the league might shut down this week coming up here. Mm-hmm. It's a shame because we just had a hell of a game tonight with the Red Sox and the Yankees. Judge hitting like a fucking nuke.
Judge is back.
Of the eighth. Yeah, he's got 6 home runs in 5 games.
He's a beast.
First Yankee or something like that to have a home run in 5 straight games. And then he goes against the Phillies pitching this upcoming week, so he's probably going to homer every single game against us.
Mm-hmm. Probably not even going to play.
Yeah, that too. It's concerning. It's really concerning because I think baseball is kind of the dry run for football.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, there's not going to be a bubble. They're going to have to travel around. And that's concerning. It doesn't look good. I don't know. Hopefully baseball could figure it out, but I don't know how you figure it out when literally more and more cases come out every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baseball's big time fucked. Big time. I mean, I saw a bunch of like Cardinal insiders and stuff saying that the number's not going to be good for the team. I feel like Robbie Manfred is a bum. He doesn't know what he's doing. Worst commissioner in sports.
Speaking of which, the worst thing he did was fucking suspend Joe Kelly for 8 games.
Yes. Yeah.
That was
what a coward.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
That pitch was from the people.
Do you know the equivalent to that in like if it was a 162 game season is 21 games. Like you can't send a guy 8 games in a 60 game season. Like, well, I mean, that's a ton of games.
Yeah, but it's a pitcher, so he's really only missing 1 start. If you like,
no, he's a relief pitcher.
2.
He's a relief pitcher, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's missing all of them.
I know, but relief pitchers usually don't pitch every game. They don't pitch like 2 or 3 games a week.
But they could pitch 2 games out of the series. It's not like a relief pitcher where he's just missing one start or 2 starts.
It is
he's
more,
probably missing 4 or 5 appearances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's significant when you break it down like that, but it's not like he's a position player where he's missing every single game. Yeah, Manfred's a fucking loser. Like, don't suspend somebody who is trying to save the integrity of baseball. Just, what are you doing? Get together.
The Mets
canceled.
Mets and Braves are in the middle of a series, and Yoenis Cespedes just decided
no show.
Yeah, I'm not doing this
anymore.
No
call, no show.
He didn't inform the team, so the team went looking for him. They opened his hotel room. Nothing was there. He was gone. And Cespedes' agent came out and said, yeah, he's opting out. So Cespedes has had enough, as well as Lorenzo Cain, 2 guys who are just said they're probably getting out ahead of it all and saying you're going to get on the golf course a little earlier than their teammates. But as we said, it's not very good looking. As far as NFL opt-outs, C.J. Mosley.
Go back to Cespedes real quick. I mean, to any of our Mets fan listeners out there, I'm starting to feel for you. Like the things that happens to Mets fans,
it's bad.
Mets in general, like I know that at one point they were all begging for the team to be sold, and then like they had somebody to buy it, and it just like falls through at the last second.
Yep.
And then they finally pay Cespedes. I think it was like one of their biggest contracts on the team, and he tore his Achilles or something like that in a hole on a farm or some bullshit like that.
Yep.
And
something
then he just
crazy.
Yeah, and then he just fucking quits 5 games into the season. Like fuck this. Like that kind of shit does not happen to any other fan base. Like yeah, they have some bad news here and there, but like the shit that happens to the Mets is just like over the top bad every single time, and it's just from a Phillies fan's perspective, it's phenomenal to watch. But
yeah,
God, like I can't imagine. Like if you're a Mets fan, I don't know how you're still holding on.
And like Matt Harvey was the best pitcher in baseball, and then the next year he just like couldn't throw a baseball anymore, and now he's not even in the league. Like, how does that happen?
It's crazy to think that the Mets were in the World Series less than 5 years ago.
Yeah, I
don't
insane.
think it's crazy to say that, but
no, it's just insane looking at their team now, and like I don't know, just kind of like the fact that like all this bad stuff happens, and like their ownership is such a shit show.
They literally
and, like,
can't catch a
players
break.
come out all the time about how fucking terrible it is, and then to look and be like, well, they actually almost won a World Series a couple years ago. Like, nuts to think about.
Yeah, that's true.
As far as going back to the virus too, and talk about opt-outs, I hope Cespedes isn't like laying the groundwork for other players to do that, to just opt out after the deadline, because I think he was in a contract year, so I guess you could see that start to happen with other MLB players, maybe not in the same fashion, but even NFL players. Like if you're in your contract year and everybody starts getting the virus on your team or on other teams, some of these guys might just back out week 4 and be like, nope, I'll just wait it out, void my contract anyways, whatever. I'm going to get paid next year.
I was watching the Mets-Braves series, and I don't know if I've never noticed this or whatever, but when the Mets wear those blue tops with the orange, it looks so bad. Like, that's one of the worst color combinations in uniforms, in my opinion, is the blue and orange.
Yeah, it's not.
The Boise State pulls it off well, but I don't know. Something with the Mets.
Do your Dolphins pull it off? I guess they got the baby blue.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's a very, like, the candy.
I like the Dolphins uniforms.
I do too.
But
I do too.
That's just me.
I like their throwbacks. I need to wear
Is the color rush all orange?
They did that in like 2004.
I liked it.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
they haven't done it since.
They have to bring that back. What is it now? Like the all teal?
Yeah, or the all white.
All the white, yeah.
Yeah. But CJ Mosley opted out for the Jets. So in the span of a week, the Jets have lost CJ Mosley and Jamal Adams. So they're not stopping a soul on defense.
No.
Sam Darnold, I don't know, man. Gase has done it for this year. It's 100%.
Yeah. We talked on the beach, me and Scout. We are avoiding that Jets bet.
Okay. A lot has happened since.
A lot has happened. This is not the same team as a month and a half ago. I take it back.
Is there something
we'll come up with
replacing with?
We'll come up with something.
Eventually, yes.
Sloth likes to talk a lot of shit and doesn't put his money where his mouth is, so we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, so Mosley's done.
Starstruck.
Honestly, was shocked by that comment in left field there. That was a left field comment. I did not see that coming. We'll come up with something.
Yeah, we're in the works.
Maybe might have to double it up too.
Ooh, all right.
I think it should still be Jets or Darnold related.
It can still be Darnold related, right? Like
that would mean
Darnold
you have to
didn't lose anything.
You're gonna actually have to watch Darnold, more like there'll be a great slate of 1 p.m. games on, and you're gonna be watching the Jets Dolphins in November.
Yeah, because I'm gonna
Steelers Ravens is playing.
I'll take over under 22 and a half touchdowns or something. We'll see what the line is.
Oh my god.
22 under.
We'll wait until the line comes out. We'll kick some things around. All right.
All right. Your head coach of the Birds Dougie P, Doug Peterson,
Nope.
tested positive for Corona. Big news, no news, little news. What do you think?
First off,
Yes.
prayers up. Let's hope he. Doug's not the youngest guy in the world, so I'm actually kind of a little concerned with some of these coaches. I mean, some of these coaches
That's
are pushing
something
late
nobody's
60s, early
talked
70s.
about.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I mean, what? I mean, isn't who's the oldest coach right now?
Pete Carroll's like 70.
Pete Carroll's like 70 something.
Pete Carroll's old as fuck.
He looks really good, but he does. He's old.
So that's something that, let's just hope that he is good. From what I've read, he's asymptomatic. It was his second test that came back positive or whatever.
Pete Carroll, 68.
Wow. I thought he was like 72 or 73. So, yeah, let's just hope that works out. I guess they're still going to do team meetings, everything, but
Belichick,
at least
68.
Interesting. That's a fun fact. You would not think that.
Saban, 68.
They were the same age.
What a year for good coaches. Holy shit.
Jesus. Did not see – wow. Okay. Yeah, at least I guess the little silver lining is that it's happening in August when there's no games to coach. Exactly. If this was October, that would kind of stink, and the fact that we'd not have our head coach for 2 games. And I'm sure that's going to actually happen to a couple of teams where they're going to be out without maybe position coaches or head coaches. And then you're going to have, I don't know, what? Do you create a quarantine booth up top and give them a headset? I don't know. I don't know what you do. The stadium's going to be empty, so what's the harm in putting somebody all the way in a press box?
No, that's fair. I mean, you just hope, that all the coaches, all the players, everybody involved stays healthy. Nobody's seriously affected, obviously. Bruce Arians, 67. I don't know. He's asymptomatic, so that's good news. So it should be fine. I don't think we've seen everything the NFL is necessarily going to do when it comes to start of the season. So I'm interested to see of what implications they're going to take from what the MLB has not done and implement that into their protocol.
We've talked about it before, but it's the perfect storm for the NFL. Literally every big league has had to go through all this, and they should be just learning from.
They're the last ones.
We'll see. Yeah, the acting head coach for the Eagles right now, Deuce Staley,
legend of the game.
Teams got to prepare for this. You know what I mean? Like next man up type deal for coaches. Right. It's just weird. But
that's kind of weird that he's the acting head coach, given that he's not the offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. He's just the running back coach.
Yeah, he's been there the longest, though.
That's true. I know he wanted the offensive coordinator position. That there was, or at least people in the city wanted him to have that offensive coordinator position. So it's kind of interesting that he is actually the what you want to call it, backup head coach. I guess.
Well, that just shows how much respect Dougie P has for him.
I guess so, yeah. In other news, AB has finally gotten his sentence from the NFL. He's suspended 8 games. If he's not signed, it still starts week 1. So after week 8, he should be able to play football. He also has another hearing in September. So who knows? He could still not be back by week 9. But if you're a team, he can go to training camp and everything. Do you pick him up right now? Because when he did play, he's unbelievable. Like historically great.
Great.
He's just went off the deep end real bad lately. But any teams come to mind you'd like to see him with?
Ravens.
I mean, I for sure do not want to see him with the Seahawks. I mean, that would just be. I mean,
well, from an Eagles perspective, from an NFL perspective,
fan perspective, I mean, that would be a crazy wide receiving corp. Him with Lamar would be something.
Well, because Hollywood Brown's his cousin or something like that. So they're like, and Hollywood Brown, Antonio Brown are related. I think they're cousins. And then they've worked with Lamar in the offseason, and Lamar has outspokenly said, "Hey, we want Antonio Brown on the team," but Harbaugh is like skeptical.
Yeah, sure, and as you should be.
Yeah, I would agree. But this, honestly, guys, is the biggest news that is the biggest news for me because we have like a conclusion to the Antonio Brown saga, unless he does something else stupid. So we've been waiting for a ruling. So now that he has an 8-game suspension, a team knows, like, they go pick him up. He can play week 9 as of right now.
As of right now,
that was like before. Why would you want to sign him? He's suspended indefinitely. Like, who knows? You never know if he's going to play again. Why would you sign him? Now teams know he can play week 9, and you're going to get a top 5 wide receiver in the league. He steps back on the field. He's top 5, right?
Yep.
You guys?
Sure. I mean, you would hope so that he didn't lose a step at all. I mean, from the training videos and stuff that he puts out, doesn't look like he has. I think the sleeper team that would be insane for him to be on.
If you're gonna go,
the Saints.
Oh, yeah. I have another one for you.
Lining up Michael Thomas and Antonio Brown with Drew Brees throwing the ball.
Emmanuel Sanders.
I think that'd be something.
I mean, I could see him going back to Pittsburgh.
That would be wild.
That'd be a little wild.
I got one for you. Green Bay Packers, Devontae Adams, AB,
that's good.
Aaron Rodgers,
that's a good one.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing to do in Green Bay. I've been there. It's
good.
It's hard to get in trouble out there. Okay, it's a perfect spot for him. Nice and cold in the winter. You know, you'll want to stay inside. So I think that would be. I think Rodgers would have a ton of fun with him throwing it deep. So.
And I do think
the best duo by far in the NFL. Basically, wherever AB goes, it's the best duo.
He's going to make any already number 1 wide receiver that much better if he gets the lineup next to him. Because, wherever he goes, it's probably just going to be on a 1-year deal given his little bit of a history right now. Like a $3 or $4 million deal or whatever.
No doubt.
If we have an NFL season – and a full NFL season, somebody's going to sign him because somebody's wide receiving corp is going to get hit either with injuries, coronavirus, or they just need help in general. So
fucking Eagles should pick him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Jalen Reagor should just shadow the guy. Say, hey, Jalen Reagor, just do what he does on the football field. Yeah. And then stay true to yourself outside. And then you'll be amazing.
Just learn this dude's footwork.
Also, I could see maybe the Niners.
He's mentioned
they
interest.
Don't really – huh?
He's mentioned interest in the past.
Because I'm sure Kyle Shanahan's an attractive situation to go into. Garoppolo, to me, I don't know. It seems like NFL players like him, but they don't really have a true number 1 wide receiver outside of Kittle. So I think that would be –
he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt, and it seems like he's always hurt. And they lost Sanders, so it could be a good fit if he's looking to like – be a true number 1. He could probably go anywhere and he's going to be close to a number 1 option, but he would be a bona fide legit superstar on the Niners. So like they wouldn't have anybody else to throw to beside him and Kittle.
Yep.
I just wanted to say in his so 2018, 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. 2017, 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns. 16, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, dude's a beast.
1,800 yards, 10 touchdowns. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. 1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns.
He's as consistent as
the dude's. He's incredible. I mean, it's amazing what they were able to do with Big Ben and Antonio Brown. That connection. That's why I say. I mean, he was so successful. I know it didn't end well in Pittsburgh, but. I don't know. It just seemed like he had a break. And if maybe he gets together, Tomlin seemed to his first, he was in the league for fucking 8 years. You didn't hear a peep out of him. And then all of a sudden he does this fucking Instagram, Facebook live video in the locker room and his fucking life spiraled out of control.
Yeah. Sure. I think this is just a random thought I had. It would just be kind of crazy to see. Put him on Arizona. Let them go 4 wide with Hopkins, Kirk, Fitzgerald, and Brown.
That would be cool.
Because I think Kingsbury has he would just love to spread it out, go empty backfield, 1 back, and let Murray just.
Well, they run 4 wide the most in the whole NFL, so why not? That'd be cool.
Who do you even cover? That's crazy. That's speed too. God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting, but he's definitely gonna go to a contender, someone to put him over the edge. But if I'm one of those teams, I get him in now. Get him in the playbook, get him in the facility, all that. Still, there's that hearing in September for, I think, something with his ex-girlfriend or alleged something along those lines. But so we'll see. It could be longer than week 9. But
do you remember his tweets when he was that everything was going on?
Yeah. I drafted AB last year in the 2nd round, and he was on the Raiders, and that's when Hard Knocks was with the Raiders. And when I tell you it was a roller coaster ride as a fantasy owner. Every day it was like, yeah, he's good, he's coming, doesn't need a helmet, now he needs one. I always had some trade offers. Like it was
Woody. I want to talk about it, but I kind of want to talk about it because it was like week 2 or 3, right before he got suspended. I remember I was in New Orleans. I wake up hungover, and Woody's trying to push a trade on me for AB, trying to get my whole team. 3 hours later, it comes out he's suspended, like kicked off the Raiders, the whole 9. And I was like, wow.
He's trying to bamboozle you.
This man tried to get me while I was sleeping, while I was partying. He was trying to get me.
Hey, at least in our league, it's on 24/7. So.
Oh, it's always on.
Good call on your part, not pulling the trigger. That because at least for me, that was a season ruiner. So
if that news came out 4 hours later, you probably had a trade on your hands.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? We're back. We're back this year. So, speaking of, our draft is like a month away, which doesn't feel real. So,
it really doesn't feel real at all. But
football season is almost here, people.
It's almost fucking here. Back.
I think it's in 5 weeks. It's week 1. So buckle up. Texans, Chiefs, September 10th. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Real football will be played.
That's so close.
I know. With that in mind, we'll go to segments. Madden update. This is fresh.
Your boy.
I want to talk about it.
Little head-to-head.
My tackles are a liability.
Your boy.
We let up 7 sacks, couldn't scramble, couldn't develop anything downfield. Lost 28-14. Couldn't stop the run either.
Wait, didn't I say last week that I had the formula? I had it in my mind. If I could execute, I would win.
You did.
And here I am, fucking executing to a T, 7 for 7.
That's
a touchdown, 7 passes. That's all it took.
Wow.
I ran the ball well, effective. Sloth kept turning the ball over. It was a great game. I had no complaints.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I basically paid Tua T $200 million to throw 7 passes.
The threat.
Yeah. Well, we will see Woody next week. Looking out for vengeance. The
gauntlet begins.
The gauntlet begins. I had Scout, Woody, Scout. Right after my bye. So yeah, we can't lose 2 in a row. And then we really don't want to lose 2 in a row to Scout here either. So things are going to get interesting. The division's tight.
Always is.
BK Bombers, I think only have 2 losses. So BK Bombers are right in there too.
Division is real tight this year so far.
Yeah. My Saints, who I am the owner of, we're in a tough spot. We haven't we tanked last year, so to speak. Got rid of some older guys, but right now Aaron Jones keeps getting hurt. He's broken I'm not exaggerating, he's broken his collarbone like 5 times. So I don't know. He's a game changer. He's a game changer when he's on the field, but he just isn't on the field. So I got to figure something out. But yeah, I got Sloth coming up, big game. I really got to take it to BK this year because he beat me twice last year. So I need to for sure do that. But yeah. All right.
God, he beat you twice?
He did. It was that one night when I played like five games against you guys. And it was just,
well, you beat me. I can't beat you.
We took a beating that night. He just kept going. Like, he was like, you were like, what, 1-4 that night?
Well, it's like, I mean, you got, you just keep going and doubling up and tripling up. You got to hit one time, right? It just never happened. So, yeah, that's kind of what happened that night. But best and worst of the week. It is Monday.
add a segment real quick and just talk real quick about the NBA bubbles and the NHL bubbles?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if you've been watching, but
I'm watching right now.
Okay, so
I want to say something.
Go for it.
Whoever designed these, it looks awesome.
NHL or NBA?
Both. I would say NHL looks better, but they're both sick.
Oh.
I would say this, that I think the NBA has translated the best without fans because essentially you're watching pickup basketball.
Yes.
And let me tell you, I mean, what that Rockets-Mavs games was 85-75 at half. And they these guys are scoring points left and right. You're seeing players that I think play way better without fans.
Yep.
I mean, Markelle Fultz hit a fucking three-quarter shot, like 3/4 of the court. I don't know how to explain it. Whatever, like a full court shot at the end of the first quarter today. Like Fultz, the guy that had the yips about shooting, now all of a sudden is hitting full court shots. And then T.J. Warren against the Sixers dropping 53, hitting Steph Curry range threes to ice it. It's cool. I mean, I think the NBA, and then the scoreboards and everything around. You got ex-players coming in, like you see Paul Pierce in the the fans, the virtual fans or whatever.
Yep.
So it's cool. NHL, I only watched the Flyers game today, so I don't know. But NHL, I guess, because they're so on the ice, you don't really see the empty seats too much.
Nope.
So that kind of translates pretty well for that too. And the NHL is doing a really cool thing with how they're doing the seeding and playoffs. BK Bombers were actually explaining it to me today. They got the top 4 teams doing round robin.
Yeah.
And then the other teams are actually in the playoffs right now. Like the 5 seed is playing the 12 seed. Yeah, they're in a series in playoffs. They're still fighting each other, so you're not missing any of that. The bubbles seem to be working, and those sports translate with no fans, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Brett Brown, get him out.
He's out.
Just wanted to say that.
The way they set these up, it looks like you're in like a video game, like when you get like Madden or NHL or NBA, like an arcade style game. That's how the settings look on TV, just with the panels they have, like the LCD stuff. It's pretty cool. So yeah.
Speaking of which, Scout, did any of your $1 parlays hit?
None.
Ah.
I had the Lakers in. I want to say I had the Lakers in 3 of them because I had a live bet, and then I had all money line favorites bet, and then I had a over bet, and the Lakers sucked. So the over didn't hit. They got smoked by the Raptors. So yeah, the Lakers fucked me basically. And I didn't really look at any of the other ones because I was like, I already lost, so whatever. But got the FanDuel account hooked up. We're ready. We're gonna start listening to the Daily Juice, and we're gonna start throwing some bills around. It's gonna be exciting.
Okay. Best and worst of the week. Who wants to go?
Sloth?
Scout, you take this one, man. I feel like I always go first here. Let's go around the horn. Let me go last here.
Around the horn? Okay. I don't know. My best and worst of the week might have been yesterday.
One of those.
All in one night. Phenomenal.
So yesterday, we'll go best of the week. Had a fine day at work in the morning, and then our Saturday ritual. After work, we meet Sloth and his girlfriend at the beach. Have a
Ms.
drink
Sloth.
a couple beers. Miss Sloth.
Miss Sloth.
On the beach. Have a good time on the beach, and then Miss Sloth goes to work, and then after that at a bar. So then we, in turn, go to that bar, have a couple drinks, have some awesome wings, do it up. It's a good day. And then this is where it turns into the worst of the week, because my girlfriend decided to get Miss Scout decided to get blacked out, which is pretty out of character for her. She usually
it would be like the Jets being a comparable franchise.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
She usually womans up and DDs a lot. She'll have a couple drinks in the beginning of the night, sober up. She's that kind of – she's a nice person like that. But she got after it last night, and today she was really paying the price.
All gas, no
pretty
brakes.
funny.
Love
Basically.
to see it.
It was just refreshing. It was just refreshing because it wasn't me for a change.
Yeah. Okay. Best of the week. I don't know. I also went out on Saturday night for the first time in a long time. So it was just nice to get out, be around friends, things like that. And no blacking out, none of that happening, but just it's a good time. Worst of the week, I don't know, was it Tuesday or something? Woke up at 4:30 a.m. to an earthquake. So nothing gets you out of bed.
That's
like
tough.
a little
Yeah.
like a little rattle. So now it's my worst of the week.
Are you becoming does it get any normal? Like, do you just like, oh,
No.
that's just a little thing, like,
Because
okay.
they all feel different too. They're never the same. There's you got the rolling ones, which are like, it's like probably how Miss Scout was feeling last night. It's like you can't get your balance, you're wobbly. Like when you're drunk, that feeling. That's how some of them feel, and others are like you just got punched in the face. It's just like a sudden jolt. And then this one was just like vibrating. It was like this. So kind of like how this, like my normal state of my hands are, it's just always shaking. That's how it was for about 30 seconds.
It's funny because that's how I think of every earthquake. It's just the rattle, the shakes. That's what I think every earthquake is.
You hear it.
How many have you experienced?
3 or 4. 4, wow. I think.
Wow, you've only been out there for like a year or two. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a little over a year. So, yeah. But
any update with the neighbors? Did we set up a camera? Did we find anybody?
So, we know it's not the evil dog lady.
Because, for sure.
Yeah, it turns out she does not live across from me. So we've figured that part out. So good chance it's the cable cutters down below on the second floor.
What about the guys with the fireworks before that you yelled at?
Oh, those guys. So the firework guys, it wouldn't be them because they're across the street. So it's someone in my complex. We have a leak. We just don't know where it is. But yeah. So we're still on the lookout for that. But anyway.
All right. So my best of the week is not even going to be really anything I did, but something me and Scout saw on the beach. This kid, probably like 16-year-old.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Fishing on the next street down from us. Just see his rod, bent, just completely bent over. And he's pulling in this thing for, I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 minutes. And eventually, we look over, see what he's got, decide, hey, let's walk down, see what he ended up pulling in. He had a stingray or what was it?
Skate.
Skate.
Big fucking skate.
Dude, this thing was easily my wingspan. I'm a 5'11" guy, so this thing was huge. Had to be at least, maybe not my wingspan, at least our shoulder length, maybe.
R.I.P. Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bar was probably at least maybe 3.5 feet long. It's kind of surprising, honestly, to see something that big in the oceans that we were just swimming in. Like, you don't really think that they're that close to where you're at.
Yeah.
But holy shit, this thing was huge. Congrats to that kid, whoever you are. That thing had to be at least like 50-plus pounds. It took 3 people to get it back in the water and get it going. I think it was flapping around like crazy. It was really cool to see. We've seen a couple of things, kind of, some people catching some things over there. Saw like a sand shark and everything earlier in the summer. So it's cool to see what people pull out of the ocean. Worst of the week. I can't stop betting on live baseball. I just can't. And I'm losing so much. Oh, my God. I just can't. I can't win. But, man, I just can't stop. It's just the run lines look so good, guys. They just look so good. Eventually we're going to win. And I'm pissed. I missed UFC. I didn't watch any UFC this weekend. I don't think it was a huge weekend for the UFC. No real big title fights or big names out there. So, but there's a big fight coming up, I think in 2 weeks. August 12th, I think, is the next big one. So we're saving up for that.
Okay.
Try not to bet baseball. God, it's so tempting.
Mm-hmm.
You see them go up 2-0 in the third. You think they're just going to hold the lead. They never do.
I feel like if you get plus 3.5 or something, you just got to jump on that and hope like.
You got to just fade yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could do that.
I got to start taking underdogs maybe. I'm taking a lot of favorites lately, and it just hasn't been working out. The fucking Royals. The Royals royally fucked me the one day. Oh, God. The Red Sox, do not bet on the Red Sox. I went through a rabbit hole with them thinking that they were going to win. Do not bet on the Red Sox. Live bet the Yankees no matter what. That's what I'm learning.
The Yankees are a wagon.
Yeah, they're a wagon.
Like, they just hit the fucking shit out of the ball. Like, they're insane. They have an insane lineup. I don't want to change my best of the week, but can I make an amendment?
Honorable mention?
Alteration?
Yeah, like a.
You can have more than one best of the week.
Okay,
You can have best of the weeks.
All right, so best of the week, part B.
Best of the week.
Best of the week. So I got best of the week here. Actually, yesterday, I got my fucking fantasy football money.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you break his leg?
No, Mrs. Sloth came through.
Mrs. Sloth
Wow.
came through. So the dude walks in to, like, drink at the bar, and I'm like, there he is. And she was like, basically, hold my beer, and runs in and, like, says, yo, give me $200. And the kid's like, oh, Scout's here? And she's like, yeah. He's like, okay. Gives her $200.
Boom. Comes back with it in a wad.
She's like this. She's like this.
You don't instill fear, I guess.
I guess not.
Wow.
Mrs. Sloth does, though. Don't fuck with her.
Don't piss
Mrs.
off.
Sloth gets it done.
Damn. All right. That's big time. That would definitely be the best of the week.
Yeah.
The saga is over.
I forgot.
Wow.
I forgot that even happened too. Until,
I know, right? It was just such an eventful night. Forgot about that.
Just talking about it today, and I was like, wow, I missed that, honestly, too.
Damn.
Mrs. Sloth, fucking savage.
Okay. That's best and worst of the week. Final.
Brought to you by
your ad here. It'll probably be your ad here for a while, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're in the works.
Yeah. Snake draft. We got category is beach necessities. So I feel like this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
Go a lot of different ways with this one.
A lot of
Also,
different ways again.
people comment on Twitter or whatever. Give us some more ideas, because
We're running out of ideas.
yeah.
Well, Woody is, so
We just keep
he
doing
asked us
this
today. So that means he's running out of ideas.
Yeah. And once football starts, we probably won't do this as much.
Like once a week.
Yeah.
We'll probably do more of some gambling segments, maybe.
Oh, once football starts, we're gonna get into it. We get into the nitty gritty. It's gonna be awesome.
So I won by 1% last week.
Snuck it out. I got some votes this time. I made sure of it.
38%.
Made sure of it.
To 37%.
Okay.
Over me?
No, you were in third.
And you got votes. All right, what's the order?
Oh, Sloth. It's Woody.
Nice. Good one.
Scout, Sloth.
Woody.
Well,
I think there's a clear 2 first picks.
See, I don't see it that way. I feel like you could go a lot of different directions. It just depends on what way you want to go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it personally. Number one, necessity for me when I go to the beach is sunglasses.
That was my number one.
I cannot stay on the beach and just be squinty the whole time.
Fair.
I lose my mind. Can't see anything.
Oh,
So,
I forgot my sunglasses. The whole day.
yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's not worth going.
Just saluting the
turn
whole
around
day.
and go home.
Literally.
Yeah. So sunglasses.
We're gonna go beach chair.
Okay.
I mean, you can't really argue with it. I thought it would last a little bit longer because I'm gonna go sunscreen.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
That'll limit your time on the beach when
Well,
you
not
when you turn into
necessarily, but it's like the hangover. The next day you're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a great point.
I guess you could get in a fight with the sun, but you think you're tougher?
Win.
You're not tougher than the fucking sun.
No.
You're gonna learn today.
Sun, yeah. And your friends see it, but you start to turn into a tomato, and they're like, "In trouble, my man. You in trouble."
Poke you a couple times later.
Yeah. And then number 2, I'm surprised. Honestly, this was on the board. I'm going alcoholic beverage. A beer.
I was gonna take it next.
Yeah.
I was gonna take it next.
Cooler. So
how about I'm gonna really help you out here. Cooler of drinks. That sounds pretty good.
Yes.
Cooler of drinks. That's
exactly. Yeah. That covers everything.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, this is
now it gets tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. I should have took fucking cooler of drinks first. Damn it.
Beach chair definitely would have.
I don't know. I think
beach chair.
I think you would have took it with your second pick.
I thought I was going to take beach chair first round if you took beer. That's where I was going.
All right. So we just
chair,
all right, we swapped there then. Okay, that's fair.
Trying to think like what else?
Man. Brutal. This is hard for me because when I go to the beach, I have a chair and sunglasses, and sunscreen. Like that's it. I don't need anything else.
There's some out there.
I know.
I have at least 2. I have at least 2 right now.
I'm a little stumped because I feel like I don't want to just put something like meh in there. You know what I mean? I want to come out strong. Doesn't seem like it's gonna happen because I can't fucking think. All right, we're gonna go. Can I just take a beach games?
I don't think you can take all the games. No. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of beach games.
Okay, so can I take – all right, I'm just going to go football.
Yeah, that was mine.
Football.
Right, yeah. Football.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
Okay.
You need a football on the beach.
All right.
Yep.
Football.
Yep. Good pick. I'm going to take usually it's Wawa, but a nice sandwich for the beach. To get you over that hump, after a couple hours, if there's no football, you're like, it's kind of getting boring. There's no drink. So I'll take the sandwich. Something's just right about a sandwich and beach. Just goes together. Third pick. I'm really running out here. Like you, I don't know. I don't bring much. If I was a kid, I'd say boogie board. I don't do that anymore.
Fair.
We
were riding some sick waves this week.
Still a viable pick, a boogie board, man.
I can take it.
If I had a boogie board, I'd take a boogie board. Let me tell you.
Oh man. See, this is where you win the drafts. It's not the first pick; it's the last pick.
That's a good point.
I'm not winning this one. It seems. I don't. Alcohol's taken. That's big. Oh, you only said football. Okay, so there's other games.
There is other games.
What?
Well, you made me pick, so.
Yeah.
I did.
I'm gonna go with a frisbee. If there's not a football,
good one.
The next best thing is a frisbee.
Fair.
And you can really run after that thing or just launch it. So
yeah, frisbee's a great beach one.
Yep.
I'm gonna go koozie.
For the alcohol.
Yeah, gotta have a koozie.
Especially if you can't. It's like
open container.
Yeah.
Yeah. And keeps the drink cool. You're a big I'm surprised this is still here guy. We know.
Oh, yeah, we are. Because when I say this one, you guys are going to be floored that you did not think of it. A speaker. You need music on the beach.
That is a great one. That is a great one.
That's fine.
That is a great one.
That's fine.
Sloth, you're going to win this one. That's a
yeah,
good pick.
yeah.
I'm just saying you notice when you don't have a speaker.
I don't.
Yeah, I think
I can conversate. I don't need a speaker.
I mean, that's true, but I'm just saying if it's a small gathering, like 2 people.
It elevates the experience.
It elevates
That's
it.
fair. It doesn't
ones.
ever down the experience. That's
Unless
fair.
they just suck.
Especially if you go with one of the misses and they and they're just sunbathing the entire time and falling asleep. You want those light tunes in the background to keep you going.
For sure.
Thought's got a solid resume here.
Yeah, he does.
Has some experience.
Honorable mention: spike ball.
Spike ball.
Yes.
I've not ever played that.
You know what? Yeah. Oh, you said frisbee. I was about to say.
Can
If
jam.
nobody said another ball, I would say you could have
Can jam.
Ladder ball. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Cornhole, but cornhole is a bitch to carry down.
Yeah.
That's
What
not
about,
much of a beach one?
Bocce ball.
I was gonna say bocce ball. Yeah.
I've seen that.
Fun.
A hat.
Yeah. Hats are good.
Towel.
Yeah, if
It's
you
such
don't
a
have
boring.
a
You
chance.
can't. Yeah.
You can't take towel, but you
Can't
need
take
a towel.
But it's got to be said.
What was I gonna say? Oh, what's the you can volley them back and forth. What is that?
Oh, the paddle ball.
Paddle ball. Yep. Paddle ball is fun.
For the nerds out there, a book.
Nerd.
Yeah. Imagine reading a book. I don't know what else. Flip flops. Just because the walk back can sometimes really suck.
Or the walk on. Mrs. Scout. Mrs. Scout had a nice little run down to the beach.
She did.
Without the shoes
She forgot her flip flops.
Breaking news. I'm watching the Minnesota Wild Vancouver Canucks game, and the lights just went out in the third period. They just shut, the lights just went out. They're now back on. That is on NBC Sports. So they're going to resume shortly, but pretty nuts.
Niners, Ravens, Super Bowl blackout?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, same thing. All right.
Where's the game being held?
The Bubble's in, Toronto. It's somewhere in Canada. Vancouver.
They have 2 bubbles in Canada, right?
Oh, it's in Canada?
Mm-hmm.
I think they have 2 bubbles in Canada.
I thought we weren't allowed to go to Canada.
We aren't, but these players have been isolated in Canada. So the MLB didn't like it because Blue Jays were going to be flying in and out of Canada. They were going to be going down to Miami and then coming back up.
Gotcha.
But with hockey, they're just staying in Canada. Canada's. I don't know what Canada's stats on the virus
Canada's
are.
fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it's better than us. So
don't you know?
Can't be worse.
Yeah. Okay.
We're doing great here.
We're that meme of the dog sitting in the fire. Everything's fine. The NFL's gonna be fine, but just in general. So
we're gonna speak it into existence. The NFL is gonna be fine.
It will be. I'm not.
Stay
worried.
with us.
I'm actually I believe that. I'm actually not.
The
worried.
NFL's gonna be fine. Yeah,
gonna
we
be
know
fine.
you need it. You need it to be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Officially not worried.
Yep.
Never was worried.
Nah, never even crossed my mind.
Neither. I don't know why we're talking about it.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah. So 5 weeks. Chiefs, Texans.
Lock it in.
Number 4 best player, Patrick Mahomes, faces off against Deshaun Watson. All right. That'll wrap it up for episode 26.
Actually, real quick thing about you, since you just said top 4 or number 4 of the top 100. Yeah. I know I've done this 3 times this episode. Listening to some sports talk radio today, and the guy put who's the rookie Boza brother? I get him mixed up. Nick? Is he the rookie on the 49ers?
Yeah.
Yes. He had Nick Boza in his top 10. He said, I've never seen a rookie defensive player come in and make such an impact more than he has, and he's just going to keep getting better. So he had Nick Boza in the top 10.
Who is this?
Just some WIP, Philly Sports Talk Radio, was discussing the top 10 in general and the top 10 list out there. And then he said, do we really think that there's an 80-player difference between Kittle and Ertz?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Kittle's fucking good.
Something to think about this week. Yeah, there is, but is there 80 players better than in between them? I don't know. something to think about. But yes, Nick Bosa, be on the lookout. I think he might. The guy said, and I agree with him, he might be better than Joey.
No, he is better than Joey.
Yeah, and he's just going to get a bigger payday than Joey just did.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're going to see it, yeah. We're going to see it. So
no, Nick Bosa's fucking truth.
Yeah.
Like,
the dude didn't miss a step coming into the NFL.
Like, I don't think he's a top 10 player yet because we've only seen him 1 year, but he's a fucking animal. So, I mean, he'll be on this list for years to come. Also, did you see Larry Fitzgerald's the only player in NFL history to be voted top 100 for his whole career?
He's the GOAT. He's the
that's fucking
undervalued GOAT, man. He gets no attention.
At all.
You know, fun stat for you.
Here we go.
It'll break your mind. Larry Fitzgerald has more career tackles than drop passes. Think about that. A receiver tackling dudes who intercept the ball. He tackles them more than he drops the ball. It's insane. Wow. I don't know if that's a credit to his hands or his bad quarterbacks, but it's insane.
Maybe both?
So, yeah, it's a little bit both. So, Larry Fitzgerald.
That's
what a stat to leave the people with.
Yeah,
I love that.
If you're listening to this before you go to bed, you're not going to be able to go to bed anymore because your mind is just like, what? So,
blown.
Yeah. All right. That'll wrap it up. Episode 26. If you haven't, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified. You can see our faces as fast as possible.
Do it.
Except Sloth. iTunes, Spotify, we're there as well for your earbuds. But we will be back on Thursday. So we'll see you then. Peace.
Peace.